fact, in this society, in this continent, it's morally required to hate Jews. You want to get a degree at a university, you want to get a good position in a proper media outlet at a good university, it's morally required to demonstrate your hate for the existence of the self-determination of the Jewish people.
Why so much hate on the Jewish people? Because you want your own religion dominate theirs. Is it necessary? Let's watch what the professor has to report to the European Parliament on the rising hate on the Jewish people, despite the effort by different authorities of the world trying to bring this to an end.
This is not the first time I've spoken at the European Union. And the first few times that I've been here, I thought, like, wow, what an honor. I must have made it. I get to speak in the European Parliament. And I come here today with mixed feelings. I don't even know if I should be here. I don't even know if this institution deserves my presence. And I don't say this in an arrogant manner. We're living in a time of normalized Jew hatred. In fact, in this society, in this continent, it's morally required to hate Jews. You want to get a degree at a university, you want to get a good position in a proper media outlet at a good university, it's morally required to demonstrate your hate for the existence of the self-determination of the Jewish people. But in every generation, ladies and gentlemen, we have a choice to defend liberal democratic principles, the notion that despite any of our differences, our so-called race, ethnicity, religion, our income, that in a democratic society we have the right to be equal under one legal system. And this, in my view, is worth struggling for and defending and perhaps even thinking of expanding it. And ladies and gentlemen, we have sold ourselves. We've sold ourselves to the highest bidder, no matter what the values that they impose upon us. Qatar is playing with $1 trillion in assets, and this comes out of serious research from ISGAP. We estimate that over $100 billion in undocumented money has gone into the United States from the Muslim Brotherhood over the last 20 years. $1 billion. $10 billion to Cornell. $1.3 billion, for example, to Texas A&M, and we found at Texas A&M 504 research projects. That was the IP address, the intellectual property rights were given to the Qatari regime. We flagged 58 projects that have dual-use military implications and 13 nuclear research military implications. Less than 2 weeks after our second report, Texas A&M decided to close their campus in Qatar, and we've been calling on the American government, on the Department of Energy, to investigate what's going on.
With all these huge resources and funds being invested to enhance more hate on the Jewish people, had there been any way achievable or successful is a question, and this question is begging for an answer. With over the years, there has been continuous hate and shows of hate on the Jewish people. What is the exact reason for this hate? What is the reason for this continuous hate and huge investment to enhance this hate across the globe against the Jewish people? What is actually the essence? What will be the achievement of the Muslim Brotherhood if Islamic fanatics continue to show hate and attack the Jewish people? Of what benefit is it to the Muslim community around the world? Of what benefit will that in any way improve the security in the Middle East? I really want to know what will be the achievement at the end of the day with what Qatar has been doing, trying to fund Islamism against the Jewish people and anti-Semitism against the Jewish people across the world. This is really worrisome, and I hope that someday all these things would be brought to an end, because it is of no gain. You can't continue to hate a people which, in result, they continue to flourish and continue to progress in every aspect of their life, militarily, medically, and economically. So I think it's high time the hate has to be, to be put to an end. We have to see that people are free to practice religion of their choice without being compelled against their will to practice something that is not what they believe in. It's really worrisome, and the world should sit up. Anti-Semitism should be brought to an end. The continuous hate on the Jewish people should be put to a stop, because we can't continue like this. Everywhere you go, you keep seeing this, hatred on these people. And one funny thing is, the more you show them this hate, the more they keep doing exploit. I would really want to know what are your thoughts. If it is so good, or what benefit will it be to the Islamic communities, the Muslim communities all around the world, when they continue to show this massive hate on the Jewish people? Let's know what are your thoughts in the comment section. See you in our next video.